Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about the state of the altcoin market. I think it's pretty fitting, considering what has happened to Bitcoin yesterday, and specifically, if you zoom in to the hourly, you could see that it happened in a span of hours. Um, you could see the initial drop, right, at 8 o'clock UTC time, dropped 2%, and then several hours later we dropped 6.25%, and then we had this massive wick all the way down to 42,939. um and we've been at this area ever since, right? We saw another drop, and then now we've recovered, uh but we're standing in this area trading at 46,467. Note that the 20-week moving average is at 42,306. Sorry, $42,035. Um, we wicked down to the low 42,900. So not quite at the 20-week moving average, but for the sake of transparency, if you're one to follow the exponential moving average, and follow the 21 EMA, then you'll see that we did in fact touch that. So just something to consider. I know there's some people that like to use that moving average. So full disclosure, that was met. Having said that, that move had a profound effect, short-term effect on the altcoin market. As you can see with Chainlink dropped, is down 9.75% for this week. Uniswap is down 12.5% for this week. BAT is down 14.73. Cardano is down 8.23. Litecoin is down 12% for the week. So again, profound effect on the altcoin market. When Bitcoin jerks, altcoins tend to tumble, and that's what we tend to see, throughout. But what I would like to just mention is that Bitcoin is still above the 20-week moving average. Theoretically, this is still good for altcoins, right? This situation is still good for altcoins. If Bitcoin then breaks the 20-week moving average, then we'd be somewhere else. So back to the dominance. So BTC.D. We talked about at length of how high Bitcoin dominance would go, and we had finally saw a reversal, right? You could say that the week of August, the beginning of August, was the mark of that reversal, and we've came back down to the low point of 42% dominance, or 41.95 at the moment. As you can see, though, during the midst of August, we came to this low of about 44.72, and we stayed there for a couple of weeks, right? After the initial drop on August 9th, week of August 9th. We see something similar happening, or could happen. We see an initial drop of 2.59 percentage points off the chart on the week of August 30th. And we reach the next low, right? It seems like we're testing each low now, and now we're testing the low of 41 point, or what have you, this area, and now we're bouncing. Is this going to be a dead cat bounce? It could, and it actually looked like it would earlier yesterday when it shot back up the dominance. It looked like it could be a dead cat bounce, but we could see just a replication of what we saw just 3 weeks ago, where we just moved the Bitcoin dominance just moved sideways, and then altcoins took another chunk out of Bitcoin. Um, so it's a pretty interesting moment in the charts right now, because Bitcoin is a lot closer to the 20-week moving average now than it was earlier. But at the same time, we were at these levels last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that. We were around this area. So for the people who are concerned, yeah, it's not fun to see Bitcoin drop 12%. Or sorry, how much did it drop? Yeah, 10.30% for the week. It's not fun, but I would argue that the drop doesn't make necessarily a fundamental change in the direction of Bitcoin, I believe. Again, Bitcoin is still above the 20-week moving average. What do we ask an environment for altcoins to do very well? Well, we'd say that Bitcoin needs to be above the 20-week moving average. Bitcoin can't be the one pulling the market. or spearheading the market, right? If it just kind of moves around above the 20-week moving average, not doing a whole heck of a lot, then that's the best case for altcoins. And I would say that despite the drop, we're still above the 20-week moving average. Bitcoin can just continue to move sideways from here if it wants to, um, or it comes back down to the 20-week moving average, right? So at the moment right now, it's kind of hard to say what altcoins are going to do, or what Bitcoin is going to do. If we just follow the macro trend, the trend is down, right? So, but it sure doesn't feel like that right now. So, what I would suggest is just to take a look at the macro view of Bitcoin here, and note that the trend is still up. Note that we're still above the 20-week moving average. Things are still, bullish, for a lack of a better term, even though it doesn't feel like bullish. I'm sure a lot of you are hesitant on buying altcoins at the moment, which is fair. But I would suggest, taking a look at your portfolio, see what you can do in terms of rearranging for the next couple of weeks, because if Bitcoin comes back down to the 20-week moving average, we know that if it does hold, that would be the best time to buy Bitcoin at that given time. And for altcoins, to buy altcoins that have a lower valuation, while Bitcoin is above the 20-week moving average, I think are also equivalents to, buying Bitcoin at the 20-week moving average, for example. Um, I'm not saying go all out on altcoins, but I would say that if you think the run is to continue, if you think that Bitcoin's going to hold the 20-week moving average, it's then prudent to then look at your altcoin positions, because altcoins do well when Bitcoin's above the 20-week moving average, right? So we look at things like Chainlink, like the Uniswap that's coming back down to historic support. Cardano is another one. If you're wanting to get into Cardano, here's a little nice retracement, back down to $2.40. What else? VeChain's coming back down to the lows that it had back in early August, late July. So that's another thing against Ethereum. And Tezos, is another one that's coming back down to the midst of the buy region here. These are all options that you can consider, and so right now I would say that the status quo, keep to the status quo. Bitcoin is above the 20-week moving average. Altcoins should do well, but it is a risk, right? If Bitcoin continues to trend down and hit the 20-week moving average and then break the 20-week moving average, well then guess what? Altcoins are not going to do well. So keep that in mind as well. My bet is that Bitcoin will hold the 20-week moving average this time around. So it should be interesting. But always keep in mind that Bitcoin can break the 20-week moving average. There is a possibility of that, and the risk is that it'll heavily negatively affect your altcoin positions. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.